let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute. White Range Rover, in it. Let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. White Range Rover, all in it. You gotta, baby, shake that, shake that, shake that. You gotta, baby, shake that, shake that. I got 2 shows, I'm about to pitch another. Throwing alley-oops to my brothers. We all shine, nobody victims. I'm on these sweatsuits, black Pippins. I swag different. That's why the money in the bag different. Come up short, you left your fam. I lay on beaches and swerving whips. You ain't serving.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a matchup where time of possession will be a focus. The Jaguars are #1 in rushing yards, going up against the Seahawks, who will need to be strong up front. With that, let's welcome in our fine broadcast team. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, we welcome our viewers to Duval County, the northern part of Florida, and the largest city in the Sunshine State, as EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Everbank Field here in Jacksonville. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Jaguar team. They have certainly got it rolling of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And it's simple. The more you win in the regular season, the more likely you play at home in the postseason, and that can take you deep into January.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Seahawks, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here's Matt Forte with his first carry. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Six yards to go here on second down. Again, they run. Again, it's Forte. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Wilson. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 4th down. Now John Ryan, 12th year in the league, on to punt it away. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. A big hit. Knocked down sideways at the 15-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
While we know that the identity of this offense is to throw the ball, they've got to run it every so often, if for no other reason than to tamp down the pass rush. They can't let them just tee off and get to their quarterback.
Fournette fighting through, and he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The rushing numbers for Fournette from last week, he was, without a doubt, one of the catalysts in that victory.
And he can really be the glue that makes this offense go, because when defenders have to commit to stopping him, that just opens up more opportunities in the passing game.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. Now this time Bortles will throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. And he's got the rookie, it's D.D. Westbrook. A very solid gain of 27. And now, partner, he has surpassed Marvin Harrison's record for most catches in a single season. He's got 144.
It's amazing. He almost did it quietly, because Marvin Harrison wasn't a guy that we saw much in the media, but boy, did he produce. Now, he steps aside. Marvin Harrison is number 2. We were here today to see the new number 1.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Into the red zone, it's Bortles. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Maxwell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Throwing is Wilson. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
And I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not there for him.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well. And the defensive line controls the offensive front the way we just saw there. It doesn't allow any of the offensive linemen to leak downfield and get to the linebackers and block them on the second level. You end up with the type of play we just saw. Linebackers didn't have to fight anyone off, didn't have to knock anyone to the side, didn't have to elude anyone trying to block them. They just saw the play, ran to the ball, and finished things off.
On is the punter, Ryan, to send this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. A field position changer there. 49 yards on the punt. Couple that with a loss on the return. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. Well, we do know, Charles, they will be in the playoffs. They currently sit at pole position #1, but nothing's set in stone right now. They still have to earn that top spot.
And it makes me reflect back to preseason when you and I do our tours of camps. The prevailing message in each and every one of them was what? Win the division.
Win the division.
Win the division. You know you're in the playoffs. It means something. It means a home game. It means a number of other things, but winning the division is paramount. You're right. They won't step off the gas here.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Shotgun now for Bortles. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. 2nd down following the incompletion. Bortles going to throw. A throw left side, complete to his receiver, Westbrook. That one goes for 24 yards. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws the quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. Takes 2 to tango. The pitch to Fournette. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. Wide open receiver complete. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Black 58 ready. Black 58 ready. Blue 45. Blue 48. Ace.
Now Bortles. And he fires one incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Bortles on the give to Fournette. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory. Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
The play clock's running down.
Delay of game, offense.
Play clock all the way to 0. Didn't get the snap off. 5-yard penalty.
And you see the head coach writing that note on his play sheet right now. He's going to be addressing that with his staff. A sense of urgency, get to the line of scrimmage, snap the ball.
Delay of game, offense.
So a penalty that can frustrate a coach so much, a mental error, and it'll back him up 5 yards. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. They'll go for it. It's Bortles. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Maxwell. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 30, the 20, 10, and he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. So they go for it on 4th and goal, hoping to get 6, and it's 6 the other way.
If hindsight is 20/20, they would have gone ahead and kicked the field goal, but by being aggressive, it actually cost them. Give up 6 points going the other way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Got some space here. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Now this time he'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 5 catches, 55 yards.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A good pickup there at 22. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Bortles now to throw. This will be caught inside the 10.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense.
Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined it.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field...
Here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, 20, 10, and he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Fielded about a yard deep. And a big-time mess on the return. He's out of bounds. He won't even get this back to the 5-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
Very tough spot here for the offense to start. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. And maybe that's the perils of being a rookie running back in the NFL. I mean, look, it's not easy to hold on to the ball at any level with these talented guys. But in this league, you can learn a lesson early. Without a doubt, and what a tough reminder for any running back, especially a rookie. The things you got away with in college probably won't work so well in the NFL. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Here we go. Flex round. Flex round.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. If you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. We're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Not that we necessarily see this as being in the cards, but worth noting that 21 points would equal their franchise record for largest deficit overcome. Certainly plenty of work to do between now and then. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off.
Delay of game, offense.
And they're not going to get this one off in time. It'll be a delay. Bortles to throw on second down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags. Throwing now is Bortles. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a second time. To throw is Bortles. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. They start on the ground with Forte. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. On first down, this is Forte. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
They stay on the ground. Forte again. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
The insistence of speed at every position is really seen at the defensive end spot. These guys in the old days were often outside linebackers. They just pushed them forward because they wanted.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
12 yards on the return that time, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And the Jacksonville offense on their way out again as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. It's been quite a turnaround in Jacksonville. 3-13 a year ago, a berth in this year's playoffs, ending what was a 9-year drought. They hadn't made it since 07.
Almost feels like a rebranding in Jacksonville as well, doesn't it? Because this has been a team that has been focused on trying to get the fans back, trying to get back to that winning category that they'd been in for a long time, as well as they're one of the most popular teams internationally. So now you put it all together, the Jags back in the NFL playoffs.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. To throw, it's Bortles. He's got a man that's caught left sideline. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you at important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Bortles now on 1st down. His throw incomplete.
The tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Here's Bortles to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Again, they'll throw with Bortles. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Dropped just inside the 20. A little second effort there, but couldn't find a whole lot of space. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Let's go! Ohio!
It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
And as we've seen throughout this season, it's no picnic trying to score touchdowns against this unit. They're ranked number 1 against the run. But it's also difficult because it's not easy to throw the ball against them either.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. And this is going to be hauled in. Oh, what a catch at the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Bortles. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, here's Bortles. And this one's incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. Bortles looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Josh Lambo now for the point after. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here's Matt Forte as he gets set to go and heads back out there. It's the 2nd quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation allows him to get home.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. The Seahawks on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd down and 12. Play action. Now Wilson. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, that's caught at the 25. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Paul Richardson, 77 yards. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Charles, there aren't really any slow receivers, but there's fast and then really fast. He's really fast, and he showed off the afterburners there.
And that he is, because when he took off, I was thinking there's no chance that he can actually reach him with that pass. Yet he did, and he's still sprinting. And just think about what that does for everyone else on his team, because his ability to stretch a field opens things up for the rest of the receivers on the team.
Coming up later tonight, a reminder, one of the best rivalries going. We'll have the Ravens and Steelers for you at 8:30 Eastern. And then tomorrow on Monday night, another divisional matchup. This time it's the Pats heading down to Miami to take on the Dolphins.
Nice twofer there.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Cliff Averill in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack. Although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't, because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside of that. And the ball that you throw has to get back to at least the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you face an intentional grounding call.
Looking left sideline, it's complete. Fresh set of downs here.
Ohio! Come on, let's go!
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. Lambo to add on the extra point. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right?
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Miles Jack in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Larry Ridley will have first half highlights and analysis.
Plenty to show in this one.
Going to be a busy man at intermission. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, tell you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's John Ryan now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is brought in at the 21. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. 21 yards. Well done on the return. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fifth defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. I still remember being in school, that one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. Throwing on first down is Bortles. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Clock running as Bortles hurries to try to get his guys set.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Now Bortles. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Delay of game, offense.
On a delay of game there, they could not get the playoff in time.
Frustrating for the head coach, frustrating for the offense. Sometimes you have to get the play call in a little bit quicker.
On first down, Bortles. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Black 58, rail! Black 58, rail!
Again, it's Bortles. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that.
After reviewing the play,
Lambo on for the extra point. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. Now after the made field goal, back out Lambo to kick this one off. Tyler Lockett now with a return. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's only had a couple of carries. I mean, when you've got a horse like this, second quarter, got to start to ride that horse a little more, don't you?
You can't just neglect him. He's got to touch it and often in order to get back.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to roam now. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now Wilson on second down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Richardson. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
This is fielded at the goal line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And tough starting field position here. On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him. 15 big yards. Bortles now on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do. And it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up in the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Play clock winding down.
Delayed game, offense.
Not enough sense of urgency there. Play clock hits 0, 5-yard penalty.
Yeah, I like your point there. Not enough sense of urgency. People walking up to the line of scrimmage, you've got to get up there and get set and be ready to go.
Here we go with 2nd and 7. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. And that is incomplete. The Jaguars on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 7. Now Bortles again. Hard throw, incomplete. And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. They're trying again. They do go for it. It's Bortles. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Bortles to throw once more. Caught out left side by Robinson. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Time running out here on the play clock.
Delayed game, offense.
And they just did not get the snap away in time.
Still 2nd down.
So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. Shotgun now for Bortles. And he whips that one incomplete there. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing is Bortles. And Robinson with a big catch. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
Bortles going to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Robinson. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
A throw left side complete to his receiver, Westbrook. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another first down as well. Into the red zone. It's Bortles. This is caught. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. It's been quite the game for him individually. A trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route. Whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the third. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2. The play clock's running down. Bortles now to throw. And it's caught. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than...
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Miles Jack in there to get him, and that is sack number 15 for him on the year.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Blair Brown in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. 3rd and long. It's Wilson. And the grab made by Doug Baldwin. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A very solid gain of 27.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Russell Wilson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, plays like that make the O coordinator look like a genius, but I don't think he saw that play going that well.
No, I don't think so either. But, boy, it all worked out perfectly. They caught them in the right defense. Guys dropping off into coverage, their eyes averted somewhere else. And guess what? He filled the void with his legs.
And a big-time mess on the return. He's out of bounds. He won't even get this back to the 5-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
Throwing now is Bortles. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Robinson. And they'll get him down right around the 11-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Bortles to throw on second down. Throw left side complete. It's Robinson. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Bortles now on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 22. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find the spot. And now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Here's Wilson to throw. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down inbounds. All right, Charles, as a former defensive back, how disheartening to actually catch it, but just not be able to stay in bounds there defensively.
Well, extremely, because you know the rap against us.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
To throw is Wilson. Throwing on 3rd and long. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Miles Jack in there to drop him, and he continues to wreak havoc in offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. So they had great field position, but a 3-play drive that actually goes backwards, and then they kick the field goal.
And I think the key sequence in there, the key phrase you just gave us, a 3-play drive. Had the momentum, great field position, unable to move the football.
And he's going to be out of bounds here on the return at his own 2-yard line.
Only able to get it to the 2-yard line on his return. Not going to make a lot of friends on your team when you only get it that far.
Getting set to go again, Blake Bortles marches back onto the field with his offense. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Now Bortles throwing on second down. And this is incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Bortles going to try and throw on 3rd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Robinson. And he's going to have the first down as he's marked down just shy of the 20. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just working the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Again, they'll throw with Bortles. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, getting it just shy of the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. They'll need to get the play off quickly.
Delayed game, offense.
Flag comes out, and that's because the offense did not get the play off in time.
And you can see the head coach, he is not happy. Everyone getting away from him right now because he's frustrated that they didn't get the ball snapped in time.
From the gun, it's Bortles. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. 7 yards on the play, and it's a second down. So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Bortles. Room to run past midfield. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now Bortles. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Delayed game, offense.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Here's Bortles to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Robinson. Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Snap comes at 1, and it's Bortles. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. Lambo to add on the extra point. Play clock winding down. And that will make this a 4-point game. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They're looking to turn things around here. They've been shut down in this third quarter, and that was after a good first half offensively.
And you wonder where it all goes, and it feels like it goes away fast. Because it takes some time to build up good momentum, great play calling, excellent execution, and then in a blink of an eye, you're losing the game. How do you get back there again? I'm sure they've talked about it, and they've got a plan. Now can they put it into practice?
The lead gone, now the search to find it again. Now it's Wilson. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Fielded just inside the 20. And not great starting field position here for the offense. On 1st down, Bortles. That's complete to Robinson. Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose. And the Seahawks have recovered.
They make so many catches that are so tough, so acrobatic, so difficult, that often surprises me when they actually turn the ball over. You know, when the ball actually comes free. It's amazing sometimes because of what we see them do on so many different plays.
Had the catch, but couldn't control it on the contact. Now a toss play. It's Carson. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going.
Back now in Jacksonville. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. The Seahawks on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. They run again with Carson. And now running right through it. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Ball at a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. All right, so this one's now back within a field goal, and if anybody tells you they see how this one's going to end, I'd have to say they're probably lying, Charles.
And this game's had more twists and turns than a good mystery novel, and I have a feeling we've got a few more twists and turns in store for us before they shake hands here.
And the Jacksonville offense on their way out again as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
Now this time Bortles will throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Throwing on first down is Bortles. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Robinson. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Second down, just 1 yard to go. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. Throw left side complete. That's Robinson. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Bortles now on first down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. 23 yards on the play. On first and 10, here's Bortles. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. I don't even know what to say anymore. I mean, I've lost track of how many times he's been in the end zone. This is just flat unbelievable.
Doesn't matter whether you have an abacus, a calculator, just old-fashioned pencil and paper trying to total it up. The number is staggering. What a performance. This man knows how to find the end zone and make it count.
And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So they try to make it a 2-score game with a conversion. It pays off.
And they've looked at the situation, figured it out well. A 2-score game in this situation, they've got to feel much better about where they are.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed.
Super toe.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. It's complete. It's Forte. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
That play was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, not able to find any yardage on that one.
On second down, here's Wilson. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. The Seahawks on third down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This is third down and 12. From the shotgun, Wilson. And some room to work. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. And 12 yards that time and picking up the first. Now a play fake here on first down. A swing pass caught. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Paul Richardson. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. And the lead is down to 2. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And they're going to have lousy starting field position as he's out of bounds at his 6-yard line.
Anytime you field a kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Shotgun now for Bortles. A throw left side complete to his receiver Westbrook. That one goes for 24 yards.
But how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Some space here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. K.J. Wright. Tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5.
Black 58 round. Black 58 round. Blue 45. Blue 45. Close. There you go. Green 90. Close. Left. Black 58 round.
On second down, here's Bortles. And that'll be incomplete. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. To throw is Bortles. Open man is Westbrook, complete. They give him a gain of 37. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Into the red zone, it's Bortles. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So 2nd and 10 here. Measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Bortles going to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. Now, they've got to be a little frustrated here to not complete that on third down after having such a long drive going.
Hey, you're talking about going over 70 yards on the drive. Yeah, did you say a little frustrated?
Very frustrated.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I'm very frustrated. There's no doubt about it. They thought they were going to have a chance to cash in the end zone. Now it looks like it's likely a field goal attempt.
The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up first and goal. Bortles. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Maxwell. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
But someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw. Unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Throwing is Wilson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Baldwin. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Dante Fowler in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. Here's John Ryan now. He's been terrific so far. This is taken around the 12. Can't ask for much more than that. A 50-yard punt followed by a loss on the return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments of this one. Caught out left side by Robinson. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. Getting late in the fourth now, Charles. 2-minute warning just around the corner.
Yeah, some teams just want to get to that spot, take a breath, and then come out and attack for the rest of the game.
And he is out of bounds, getting it just shy of the 35. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Throwing now is Bortles. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Robinson. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Second down now after the pass completion. Measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
A nickel look by Seattle on third down.
Yep, 5 defensive backs now. Now Bortles. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And now a first down following that long gain. Bortles going to look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Robinson. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. Just 1 yard to go here on second down. To throw is Bortles. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Robinson. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are on the field.
And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. Back to throw, Bortles. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Bortles to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Maxwell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Richardson. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Paul Richardson, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in the 4th.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Back to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Cole. A gain of 6 there on 1st. So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to go out of bounds. He takes this one down shy of the 20. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
Back to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. You and I have seen a lot of special comebacks. This one pretty much unbelievable. Roaring all the way back from that huge deficit, now in the driver's seat.
Take the numbers out of it. It seemed insurmountable. It seemed monumental, like no chance you could get that done, but they did. Let's go back to the 92 NFL season, 93 playoffs. Houston, Buffalo, in Buffalo. Houston with the monster lead, and here come the Bills all the way back to win it.
Led by Frank Reich, correct?
Yes, Frank Reich was the quarterback. He had done it in college a few times. He did it in the pros with the Bills. How old were you then?
I was 10. But I remember it. This will be taken about the 12. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. He's back to throw. Drops it underneath to Forte. Matt Forte with green grass ahead. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
They have gone to the fourth quarter, by the way, in that game in Cleveland. And it was the Browns that wound up winners in that one. Deshaun Kaiser, he was the story there with 4 touchdown passes. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. On first down, Bortles. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Delay game, offense.
Yeah, baby, yeah.
Still first down.
One final try now for Bortles. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle.
Yeah. Pulling up with the coupe. Oh my goodness. Must have done same with the roof. Oh my goodness. You sitting looking stupid on the stoop. Oh my goodness. I would take notes if I were you. Oh my goodness. This was designed with